Mm. What's up, everyone? Second channel Ram back again with a brand new video. And in today's video, we're back with month of EVO series. Where we're talking about one fighting game per month in Spirit of EVO, or per day, not per month. But yeah, we're heading close to the end here. We have maybe 6 or 5 more days left of month of EVO before August starts, and we'll be done with this first series. So, for today, we're talking about probably my second favorite fighting game of all time, and probably one of the greatest games of all time, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. On that day when the sky fell away, our world came to an end. In our eyes did a fading sunrise in the dark, glimmering shadows. Silence grows in the spaces between, stretching out beyond time. Rising up as a chorus of souls finds a voice, flickering through the void. These little sparks cling on to life, everyone caught in the struggle. And then the storms of change, they fan the flames, scattering ashes to the wind. Every soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made. In the end, the chains of time will not break. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Light will guide you on your way to the ultimate fight.
So, if you somehow don't know what Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is, it's probably one of the best games of all time. Um, Smash Bros. So let's get into it. Smash Bros. The series is a collection of fighting. Well, it's a okay. So Smash Bros. Ultimate, since there's multiple, so today we're talking about Ultimate. Ultimate is the latest installment of the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's not the latest because it's been out since 2018, so it's been a while. So yeah. Now, Smash Bros. Ultimate, has had a lot of DLC since it came out, and, yeah, that's just a random point. I don't know, I brought that up early. So, mechanically wise, Smash Bros. Is the same as what we were talking about with multiverses, except Smash Bros. Has Final Smashes. So, a Final Smash is a big cinematic, move that does 40% damage most of the time. Some do lower, some might do higher, and yeah. So that's basically the only thing different from multiverses gameplay wise. There's a Smash meter which they added to this game, which is like a fighting game meter. You charge it, and then you get to Final Smash. Before that, you couldn't do it. You only had the Final Smash, Smash Ball, which if you did it, you activate Smash, and yeah. So Final Smash, you only need one button to activate it, which is B. This is only a Switch game. It's only on Switch, so if you want to play Smash Ultimate, you're gonna use Switch to play it. But yeah. So there's items which is not in multiverses. So there's items that you can or can put on. Well, some of them do are explosives, guns, healing items, um, teleporting items like invincible items, stuff that make you more powerful, or containing other items to affect other opponents. So yeah, in multiverses there's none of that. Now you can't have them to have them on or off. So if you want to play just a normal platforming mode with no items, nothing, no buffs, nothing to ruin the fun completely, you should probably just stick to no items. Which most of the time I don't have items, but when I'm playing for fun, I put items on, and it's really goofy, really fun, and yeah. Now the difference between this and multiverses is that the max amount of players that can be in a match is 8. And in fact, this is the first in Smash history that has 8-player Smash. Usually it's only been 4, I think. So here there's 8. You can choose, you can have 8 players playing the same match at the same time. That doesn't apply to online. The max online is 4, but if you want to play by yourself or with a party or a group of people, the max is 8. So if you have 8 controllers, you can do that and have a wild time. But yeah. So that's new. There's a lot of stages. There's like 70, 100 stages. It feels like. There's all of them do different things. So I don't talk about the multiverse that there's no 2D stage or like stage you can ring out. So there's one KOF stage. Okay, well I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, there's stages. A lot of them. There's different This is gonna be a very hefty video, but yeah. So let me just give you a little lore of how I know Smash. So I played Smash Brawl a very small amount when I was younger, and yeah, so Brawl was kind of like the first Smash I played. I have it right now on my Wii. I was thinking about doing it for the series, but it keeps crashing. So yeah, I don't have much experience playing the game because it never really worked that much. So yeah. Then eventually the 3DS came around, which I actually have right here. My 3DS, which I used to play Smash 3DS, Smash 4, the demo. And yeah, there was that. So then I got into Ultimate when it came out, and yeah, it's just been, I always play it. I play it more than any other game casually. That, and maybe Fortnite, but that's going off topic now. But yeah, so Smash Ultimate, the main thing that makes it such a popular game is its roster. It probably has the biggest roster in gaming history of any game. Not just fighting games, just any game has this big of roster of characters. I think there's the final product is like 80 characters. And yeah, so the starting roster and what's been throughout the years has been mostly Nintendo characters. So Brawl and Melee, not Brawl. The first Smash, Melee and Brawl all had Nintendo characters. So we had Fire Emblem, Mario, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Pokemon, Metroid, Zelda, and IPs like that. Animal Crossing. So Animal Crossing didn't get appear to like Wii U, but still. So we had all these different IPs. It was like it's very, very different concept at the time. It might have been the first platform fighter ever, but I don't know. So it has all these different. You can fight your favorite video game Nintendo characters with whoever you want. So that's very cool. But over time, starting with Brawl, they added guest characters, which is what probably blew up Smash even more than it already was. And Brawl introduced Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid, and Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog. So that was the first introduction of guest characters, I think. And then Wii U, they got more like Cloud, Ryu, Pac-Man, and I don't remember that many characters that were new that were guest characters, I guess. And then Ultimate got like so much more. So in Ultimate, we have Echo Fighters, which are so that's another little mechanic thing. So Echo Fighters are kind of like okay. Ryu and Ken obviously play very similarly in Street Fighter. So when Ken got added, he was Ryu's Echo Fighter, which means that they're technically the same. Well, like their moves a little bit different, but like they're not one entirely new character because they're not that different. But yeah, there's Ryu and Ken. Ken gets added as a starting roster character. We also have characters that get added to DLC, which is almost all guest characters. So we have Joker from Persona, the Hero from Dragon Quest, Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury. That was probably one of our favorites additions. And we had, let's see, who else? Minecraft Steve, Sephiroth, Kazuya, Sora, and I think who else? Oh, Banjo Kazooie, and yeah. So there's all these DLC characters that get their own DLC stage, their own music tracks, their own trailers. That's probably one of the best things about Smash, community-wise, is how the trailers were. I'd never been hyped for a game as much as I was watching Smashers as they were coming out. So we were always hyped for seeing who would come next, and the trailers are so cool, so good looking, and the reveals are really hyped. Like, it's probably the game I feel like has the most hype when it comes to character releases or anything of that, like that. So yeah. Also, another main kind of character that Smash has is the Mii Brawlers, and if you don't know what Mii's are in the Nintendo lore, they're basically, you get to create your own character, and that's kind of, you can customize them, give their own voices, costumes, moves, and basically you're in the game, you could say. So everyone's here. That's kind of like their slogan was at the beginning, because they brought back everyone who was, because in Smash history they took some characters out, some didn't return, but in Ultimate, everyone and some are back. So that's very cool. There is Mii costumes of characters that are not full roster. So like, let's say, example, well, a lot of characters that, it's kind of like in Street Fighter 6 where there's collab skins for your avatar, and that's kind of what this is here. So when Call of Duty came out, they dropped a hot sheet, which is not a playable character. You can customize on your Mii, so he's technically in the game. But yeah, he's there. When Terry came out, Iori, Rio, and Nakoruru from SNK came out as Mii fighter skins. So there's a lot of customization there. But yeah, so there's still like Cent Undertale's in here, Cuphead, Vault's Boy from Fallout, Doomslayer. There's a lot of skins that aren't full characters, but should have been, but still. Akira from Virtual Fighter. All these different characters are here. But yeah, so there's so many different characters where they'd either be a main roster character or a Mii fighter you can play as. And yeah, some are not skins, some are what they call assist trophies, which are items you can use it to assist you. And those are even more characters. So there's like Shadow, Knuckles from Sonic, Skull Kid, Isaac, like all these different other characters that people wanted, but just became assist trophies. Springman from ARMS. So all these different characters are here. It's just a huge collection of different fight video games, because it's not just fighting game characters. So yeah, visually, Smash is a very nice looking game. All the models look really great. From the Globe to Wii U to Ultimate is pretty huge. Everyone looks great. The trailers again make the characters look really good. Everybody's movesets are all based on their original games. So Ryu, example, has his Hadouken, Shoyu, all that. Mario has a fireball, a coin uppercut, or yeah, his Mario Sunshine vacuum. So we have all these different characters from all these different things. Like Kazuya has his rage art, and he has just Tekken combos. Steve, you can literally mine blocks, create weapons, like in Minecraft. So all these different characters have everything they should have. So it's very cool. It's very cool. Smash is just a really cool game. But I think that's it. The music's pretty good. A lot of bangers. They take every game that's in there. They take songs from their original game. So there's a bunch of OSTs from different franchises and yeah, all that cool stuff. I think it's based on general stuff because next thing is gonna be modes and that's a lot of stuff. So yeah, so there's regular Smash mode, which you can just 1v1 against each other. You can create your own rule set with different rules. You can have a stamina battle, which you can have a certain amount of percentage and it will go down, and have a certain amount of lives. The launch rate, all this customization stuff with the rules, so you can do your own stuff with the rules. And yeah, there's something called Smashdown, which basically each round a certain amount of once they show the whole roster, you get to choose one character from that roster, and then you have to do infinite rounds until all the characters are chosen. So that's pretty cool. I feel like there's a tournament which you could just put a bunch of either CPUs, some friends, you fighting a bunch of CPUs, and do a tournament offline and online. Though it's more easier offline than online because online is only event tournaments. There's special Smash, which you can. It's basically like it's like Smash, but you just have more. You can do more goofy stuff with it, like make a sudden death. Which, if you don't know what sudden death is, when everybody gets tied, so everybody goes at a high percentage. Whoever gets knocked out first wins. So you can just do a bunch of sudden deaths. There's, I think that's it for that Smash because they're all divided into 4 different categories. Yeah. Now there's other stuff, obviously. They basically bring back every other mode from each thing as well. So you can build your own stage, which is very cool. I did that. If you do that, you can just you should make your own stage. A lot of people have got creative with it. Mine are just really stupid because you just making characters go crazy. You can put portals, cannons, wind effects, fire, lava, all those stuff. So you can just build your own stage. I think it was in one of the Smash games previously. I think it was in Brawl, maybe. I'm pretty sure it's from a previous game. But yeah, there's home run contest, which is the mode where you beat up a punching bag and then hit it with a bat and try to make it go as far as it possibly can go. There's All-Star Smash, I think it's called. Basically you just fight a bunch of Miis or the whole roster of characters until you beat them all. The goal is to do it as much time as you can, and do all of them. So yeah, Century Smash is the hardest, which is basically like really hard. So yeah, there's Classic Mode, which is where you select one character, you go down a route and fight a boss and other CPUs themed around that character's game. So like, if you chose Terry, you fight teams of 3 like in KOF or in Fatal Fury, and they're all themed around something. Like the final match, I think, is literally you fight Terry, Ryu, and Ken. So like, you know that stuff. So yeah, and you get to choose the difficulty from 1 to 5, and the goal is to just get as high as you can without losing. And yeah, so there's also online, which you get to do basically some of these modes, 1v1 tournaments if they're available, and just spectate other people's stuff. There's a community tab, which you can basically view other people's Mii fighters or stages if they decide to post them, replays, and stuff like that. So I feel like more games should have that, a community tab, not just platformers, but other games. where you just post stuff and people can use it. Like you can also use some of their costumes and stages and save them to your own, and you decide to use them. So even better. But yeah. So Smash Brawl has a Subspace Emissary, which is the story mode. This game has its own version, which is called Spirits. Spirits is basically well, it's like a bunch of different things, but Spirits is the World of Light is their story mode, where everyone gets like killed and all their souls get turned into spirits, and you have to go around this world to go and take their spirits back. So yeah, there's that. You have to go to each different world, take the spirit, which it's kind of like the Heroes and Heralds mode from Ultra Marvel 3. So you just go to different parts of this big, huge world and save their spirits, turn them back to normal, I'm guessing. And you can use these spirits that will buff you in combat. And eventually you have to fight the boss of the game. Not any spoilers, so just know that there's a boss. But yeah, that's its huge mode. And there's a spirit board, which is not part of the story. You just do it off it, which has spirits you can collect. Some are event ones, so like before they used to add characters that were coming from newer games, so like it was still getting content even till really late. So like the most recent one was added starters from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So they put them in there. In the Spirit board, which aren't in the main Spirit World of Light mode. There's also event Spirit board. So every DLC that comes out gets their own Spirit board with those characters. So let's say Tekken, when 8 came out, it brought in all these different Tekken characters. So like Jin, Heihachi, and all them. They were put in that spirit board. So yeah, so many spirits, there's like 1,000. And all these different spirits are just different characters from each franchise. So in Street Fighter, there's Chun-Li, Cammy, Akuma, Fei Long, Cody. They're all in there. Just as spirits, but they're just more like modifiers if you want to use them in battle. So it's a cool mode. There's like different characters from all these different games, and it's very cool. So it might be better than Subspace Emissary in some ways, but yeah, Spirit's very fun. I'm not gonna get to any of the spoilers that happens because some lore does happen, so you should play it for yourself. I think it's been at EVO like two times. I think so. Maybe the year after it came out, because it came out in December of 2018. So it came out. It might have been EVO the year after, and then 2 more years, maybe. So yeah, it is content complete, but everyone would want a year 3 of it because it's only 2 years of DLC, which kind of sucks because maybe the third year would have been cool, but it ended with Sora, which is the character everybody wanted in Smash, and it was just really hard to get. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. So overall, Smash is probably the best game on the Switch for sure, and one of the best games ever made for sure. It brought all these different IPs into one game that probably didn't think was possible. And yeah, I don't know how the next Smash is going to be able to top this. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it because I don't know what else you can say that people have not said about Smash already. I'm just telling you what Smash is about. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy today's video, like, sub, and join me for tomorrow for day 26 of month of EVO. We'll talk about the last platformer I have, I think. So yeah, goodbye.